All right, everybody. Thanks again for coming out to the Fertitta Football Complex. We really appreciate you joining us today. My name's Matt Neverett, play-by-play voice for UNLV football, baseball, basketball, and really excited to be here today, getting set to introduce the 14th head coach in the history of the UNLV football program, Mr. Dan Mullen. Let's hear some noise. So we're going to hear from Coach Mullen here in a little bit as he gets ready to lead UNLV moving forward here on the gridiron at the Fertitta Football Complex. We're also going to hear from Athletic Director Erick Harper, who had a busy week, got to check out a basketball game while everything was going on last night. So Harp doesn't get enough sports while he's here. He has to go elsewhere and procure those. So a busy week for him, a busy week as well for President Keith Whitfield. And again, we really appreciate you all joining us here today to celebrate the hiring of Dan Mullen as the new football coach here at UNLV. So without further ado, it gives me pleasure to introduce University President Keith Whitfield.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
There we go. I want to start by sharing that UNLV football is clearly in a better place than when I stepped in during COVID 4 years ago. Our present, and dare I say our future, is incredibly bright. Our previous coaching staff proved that it's possible to win and to win big at UNLV. I want to thank the work of, I'm always supposed to read this stuff and stuff always comes in my head. And I'm supposed to thank the work of AD Harper. I wanted to say I want to thank the hardest working AD in the business, who is Erick Harper. I will share with you that I have mandated that he take time off because he really has. You see how well we've been doing. He is one of the critical pieces behind that. It's clear. He was recognized as, Athletic Administrator of the Year, and then there was just more pressure on him. So look, he went out and got a Dan Mullen. So but I want to extend that thank you also to all our team of athletics that's here. They have been doing an incredible job, but they don't do it without our supporters, our donors, and partners throughout the Valley. We have all the elements that are needed to continue to compete and succeed in today's, it is really evolving, the college football environment. As you may know, I serve as the chair of the Mountain West Conference. And we just had a conversation yesterday about like 1% of everything that's going on. It's tough to keep up with it, but honestly, we have to have all of those elements to be able to be successful. Not only do we have to have the supporters, the donors, the partners across the Valley, all of those folks, we also have to have facilities. We have to have facilities like the Fertitta Football Complex and Allegiant Stadium. Coach was just referencing, look at where we play. We are the big show. We've got this incredible complex that I know has been absolutely essential in being able to attract the best talent around. As I stand here today, Rebel football was this close to winning the conference championship. You'll get used to this, Coach. Because you always want people to hear what you say, so you wait just a minute for whatever's flying, Delta, Southwest. But with that would have been a trip to the college football playoff. We also have achieved our highest ranking ever repeatedly. It was 3 times we were ranked top 25, right? 3, okay. He keeps me straight. 3 different times. I think it was amazing because when it happened once, people lost their freaking minds. They're like, wow. And then it happened again and again and again. And it's repeating that success of why we had to make sure that we got the right guy leading our team. There's no doubt that the brand of UNLV football is clearly as strong as it's ever been. And my sincere belief is that it's going to get stronger under the leadership of Coach Dan Mullen. Coach is regarded as one of the best offensive minds in college football. And that's just, it's not just an opinion, for people who are hiring him. You usually say good things once you sign on the dotted line. But it's not that. It's because it's from proven results that he has brought as a head coach at the highest levels of college football, including 13 seasons at the helm of SEC schools. We'll have to talk about the SEC too. But SEC schools like Mississippi State and Florida. Coach Mullen has led teams to 11 bowl games during that time and won the SEC Coach of the Year in 2014. Now, I can tell you, I came here at a really interesting time. And some people didn't believe what I believed. Actually, people even told me, you think the university is better than it is. And I'm like, no, you're wrong. I'm a smart ass. So I said, yeah, you're wrong. But it's clear to see how good we are, but believe it or not, we can get better. And I think in my conversations with Coach Mullen, he said a few you hit on the critical things that I want to hear. When we hire a head coach, this man leads it and I'm his wingman. And my background's in psychology, so I ask him behavioral, social questions. And I asked him, I said, well, so what about kind of working with the community? What do you think about that? We should have recorded it. That should have been just a lecture that he told me about his experience and what he thought about our community. He already knows something about our community, and that's part of why he's excited to be here. But I think we share the excitement of knowing that UNLV can be better. Coach Mullen knows what it takes to run a successful football program. And when he does that, he does it with class and integrity. He's ready to hit the ground running to build on the incredible momentum that exists for Rebel football. And I am truly thrilled to be able to welcome Dan, his wife, and their entire family to UNLV and to Las Vegas. Dan, I got to tell you, it seems like it was long ago, but it wasn't long ago. I was in your same position. I came to this town, and I was new, and I had to get acclimated during COVID. It's a whole lot easier. People will talk to you and not spread germs. It's a different time. But one of the things that you're going to quickly learn is that this university, this area, this region, this city is just a very special place. I believe that you, too, will find out that almost anything is possible here. That's what we're known for, and that's what we can do. And I think with your leadership, UNLV football is going to get to that next level. So on behalf of all of us at UNLV, we're excited to welcome you to the UNLV family. Go Rebels!
Awesome. Everybody, one more round of applause for UNLV President Keith Whitfield. Thank you. You heard President Whitfield talk about establishing UNLV football as a national brand, and for those that have been around the school and the university long enough, you know about what that's like on the basketball side of things. And I think we've seen the momentum, especially over these last handful of years, skyrocketing on the football field as far as making UNLV a national brand and a team and a program that really expects to be where they are right now in the top 25, competing for conference championships and spots in the college football playoff. And from the administrative standpoint, I don't know of a school in the Mountain West or really in all of college sports that has the synergy from the athletic director into the school president and everybody kind of being on the same page as far as what's important and what we're looking for as far as, you know, not only a university, but a football coach, as far as establishing culture, as far as establishing a style of play on the field. And with this hire, our athletic director, Erick Harper, has established that UNLV is ready to be a national brand on the gridiron as it has been on the hardwood since the early 90s, since UNLV really came into the national spotlight. And one thing's for sure about this hire, one way or another, we know that Erick Harper hired a smart head coach. Dan Mullen has been with ESPN the last 3 years, and we know he's smart because he's getting out of broadcasting and back into the football side of things. So at the very least, we know you made a good hire there. We're going to hear from Coach Mullen in a little bit, but it gives me great pleasure once again to introduce Athletic Director Erick Harper.
Thanks, Matt. Before I go too far, you guys know I'll cry, but I want to recognize my lovely wife over here. She allows me to do the things that I'm able to do every day, and I ask for permission sometimes I ask for forgiveness. This time I asked for permission because it was much easier and much better to ask for permission. But thank you for being here today. Thank you, President Whitfield, for this opportunity to lead UNLV athletics, and thank you for your unwavering leadership and consistent support you have provided UNLV since your arrival. It's been invaluable to the efforts to elevate Rebel football and UNLV athletics to its current heights. It's also allowed us to continue on the path of excellence by making special days like this possible. So thank you again for all your support. I want to take a moment to welcome any of our Board of Regents that are here. I want to thank UNLV Athletics and the Entertainment Division of Thomas & Mack Center, UNLV Foundation Board of Trustees, UNLV fans, students, friends, Football Foundation, and our families. I want to thank the people that helped me through this process. Mike Ketchum, Deputy Athletic Director for External. He'll be reaching out to dig in your pockets to get some more funds so we can pay Coach Mullen. Erick Nepomuceno, Deputy Athletic Director, Internal, Chief Operating Officer, helps me day to day in our office. I want to thank Joe Mullen under Learfield. Joe is helping us on the NIL side, and I want to thank Dan Dolby from Learfield, our General Manager of Learfield. Thank you very much, guys. Two years ago this month, I stood before you as UNLV football program was searching for an identity, hungry for relevance. 24 months later, your Rebels are ranked in the top 25, just competed in back-to-back conference championship games, headed to California to play in the second straight bowl game for the first time in program history. As we wish Coach Odom well on his next journey, we thank him for all the amazing things he helped accomplish here. The state of UNLV football looks a whole lot different this time around. Because of UNLV being established as a national brand, the interest in the candidate pool was much deeper this time. Indeed, with the program's amazing facilities combined with its recent success on the field, we had the pleasure of speaking to many qualified candidates from around the nation. However, from all these established current and former coaches, there was one name that continued to come up. Thank you, John Cicenti. A name that turns heads. A name that just a couple of years ago, it would have been a pipe dream for UNLV to attract this young man. That name, as you well know, is Dan Mullen. I won't go through all of his accolades, but 13 years as a head coach in the SEC, as Dr. Whitfield said, Mississippi State and Florida. He's known for his development of quarterbacks, innovative offensive firepower, coaching Heisman Trophy winners in Tim Tebow, highest paid quarterback in the NFL in Dak Prescott, all under his tutelage, and a stunning 76 players under his guidance were drafted into the NFL. And of course, most recently, as Matt and Everett had mentioned, Dan's been in calling games and in the booth and watching him on TV each and every week. And I always thought, I said, if there is a chance, I'm going all in on this guy. And it worked. We flew down the other day, didn't have an answer. But we were going to stay there until we got an answer. And we got the right answer. And he's here today with his wonderful family. Dan's name is still big in the sport coaching world, always calling for his return. And I'm here to tell you that the fact that he decided to finally answer that call to come back to coaching, no one else but your Rebels is a testament to the Rebel Foundation support, the greatness of this city, the excellence of this university, the tremendous potential of this program, and the Rebel fan support is what's bringing Dan Mullen to UNLV. Dan Mullen was ready for the Rebels, and the city of Las Vegas is certainly ready to embrace him and his wonderful family. Rebel fans, please join me one more time in welcoming the 14th head coach in the history of UNLV football, Dan Mullen.
I'm going to suck in. This is awesome. Thank you. All right. I got to calm it down because we had a team meeting a couple minutes ago, and I have to tell you, that was probably the most alive I've felt in the last 3 years. Was getting back in front of those guys, the players. All these guys are out here, just so excited to be a part of it. I want to thank President Whitfield for this opportunity. I'm going to learn this. I want to do every press conference out here. I think what I'll do is when the media asks a question, I'll be quiet, and I'll respond as soon as the plane goes over, like with a mumble. Now I want to thank President Whitfield for this opportunity to come here and be part of this university, be part of this great program. Erick Harper, the opportunity for him. Funny story of even how this came about. We got on a plane on Sunday evening, my wife and I, and showed up here for the National Football Foundation College Football Hall of Fame, the search firm of Sisenti and Company. Called, and we're going to get 9 holes of golf in, and said, hey, do you want to just say hi to Harper a quick? I'm like, sure, absolutely. We'll go sit down, have a quick hello. I don't know how many hours later, somehow we had a good talk. We had a lot of fun. But I think the vision that he has for the athletic department, the vision he has for this program, certainly was something that got me really excited. I want to thank my family for believing and buying in the excitement they have to be here. My beautiful wife, Megan. My son, Cannon. My daughter, Breland. I know they're excited to be out here and to be a part of this program. And you know what drew me to coming out here? A couple years ago, I came out, played some golf, having a great time. I have a great time out here. And as funny as everything goes, last year we came out for the College Football Hall of Fame. I had Tim Tebow being inducted, not this year, the year before. So I was having knee issues. So I called Barry, and he's like, just come on and run over and let the trainer check you out real quick. So I got to come and see the facilities here, which is one of the biggest selling points to where this program's at, where we are on the national stage of things. And when you got to come out, I got to walk through facilities. I said, wow, things are in great place here for us. This is not a building project here. This program's on the up. This program is where it needs to be. I think Barry Odom has done an amazing job in building this program. I've been great friends with Barry, and in looking at the team, getting to see the team and what Coach Odom's done is amazing. 10-win season, that's a special deal. Going to a bowl game, competing for 2 straight conference championships. He's gotten this program aligned in the right direction, and I'm excited to continue that. I'm excited to continue that path, to take that next step. Which that next step is to go win that conference championship. The next step is to go take our stage in the college football playoff on the national stage. The other thing that drew me were the people. I always say this, right? There's all kinds of places. You can build beautiful buildings. You can do all kinds of things. You can have great scenery. But it's the people that make a community. And when I've been out here, the people, everybody in the Las Vegas community that I've met have been unbelievable. And it's been fantastic getting to meet everybody, getting to know people, getting to see them, and this product of what we're going to do and how we're going to do it on the field. I'm going to tell you with the team that we're going to build. I have a lot of pressure on me as a team in running this program because we are in the entertainment capital of the world. And our goal is to be the number one show in town out there on the football field, right? No pressure to the players either. I'm in showtime. We're out here now. We are the show. And our job is to go do that. But when you come see us play, I do want to tell you this. When you walk out of that stadium, I want everybody saying, no matter what, the first thing that comes to your mind, that team plays hard. Team plays with effort, the relentless effort that team has, the passion they have for not just the game of the football, the passion they have for representing the university. Now, those guys play out. I know a lot of guys play for the name on the back of their jerseys, but they also play for the name on the front of the jerseys and the passion they have representing our great state, our great city, our great university out there on the field every single weekend that you walk out of that field and you're proud of that football team. I also want to make sure that we have a football team that when it's not a Saturday, that no matter what day of the week, no matter what time of the year it is, you have a football team that you're proud of. You have a football team that represents the university the right way, a team that's going to carry themselves in every fashion, whether it's in the classroom or in the community, out on the practice field, helping young people. That's what it's all about. And we want to make sure that you have a team that does those things and does that at all times. We're going to have a lot of fun while we do it too. It's going to be a good time. I told my wife that was part of it. We're going to come out here. We're going to have a great time. We're going to give you a product that you can be proud of in what they're doing. And I am so happy to be a part of this family. If it wasn't for me showing up here and coming and getting a doctor's appointment saying, wow, this facility's great. We get to play in the stadium. We are the have of the Mountain West Conference here at UNLV. You know, and every player in the country. I know it's a different time in college football. But I'm telling you what. I don't know if there's a better place to come play. You're stepping in day one into unbelievable facilities. You're stepping in day one to a 10-win football team. You're stepping in day one playing one of the premier stadiums in all of college football. And you're stepping in day one that we're right there going to the playoffs. There's not a lot of places that can say that. This is an attractive place. I want to thank you. We're going to need support. This is a big one. Winning. To take that final step, we need everybody all in. We need everybody all in. Championships, right? You don't win a championship and then people show up. People show up. People give support. They support their team. Whether it's wearing the colors through the airport so that everybody walks around and sees you wearing your colors through the airport, whether you're walking around town wearing your colors, anywhere in the country, whether it's showing up at the stadium every Saturday. Maybe we'll get some Friday night games on national television and supporting that team and supporting them for 4 quarters. Every way that you support this program, we are all in and we're all in together. Because championships don't come just from the guys out there on the field. Championships don't come from just a coach waving a magic wand. Championships come with great alignment. We have great alignment here at the university. We have great alignment through the city, through the fan base, and I'm so thrilled to be a part of it. I'm thrilled and excited to be your coach. I'm thrilled and excited to give you a team that you're proud of in everything that you do. That was a small one? That's not going very far. And I know my family and I are excited to be a part of this community. I thank you so much. I can't wait to get out there on the field. I can't wait to get back out here practicing with the guys. I told them the most important thing that we're focusing on a team right now is going to get a bowl win. So I want to see a brand new bowl trophy when we get back here, when they show back up on campus. That's the most important thing because it's what the program is all about, that we're here. And the program's about all of us. I thank you so much. I'm thrilled to be your coach. Can't wait to meet every one of you and put an exciting product out there on the field.